Well, hello, Canadian Campaholic here in my backyard with a quick video log update. Just updating what's going on the channel. It's mid-August now. One of our relatives is moving, and they had a big woodshed. Didn't want to take the wood with them, so we've got some beautiful maple there and some other woods, some slab wood at the top there and some nice rounds at the bottom. Some of that I'm going to have to split up, but that's 3 pickup truck loads of wood. That will certainly help us out quite a bit for fires here at home, etc. So that's nice. We have an old washer drum that we use to do have a burn barrel, and then we've got a little fire pit that we use for campfires here at the house. Campers parked up on the driveway. My little kids are absolutely obsessed with camping, so they've been spending a lot of nights camping in the trailer camp driveway. I've mentioned that before. Let's head inside. All right, so inside the camper now. We have another trip coming up in later this month in August. We're going up to Point Farms again. Hopefully we have better conditions this time. We had a lot of rain. Well, as you saw the video, last trip, a lot of rain. The water was not very calm, so it wasn't bad. I mean, camping is camping. But then after that, we'll be taking a break in September. My son's going back for his second year of high school. Our second youngest, is starting in kindergarten. And there's just some other stuff going on. And I think we just need to take a bit of a break from camping in September. We're then going to do an October trip. I've mentioned this on the channel before. We're going to do a Thanksgiving camping trip, which very unusual. You know, when we started camping over a decade ago, most provincial parks weren't even open at Thanksgiving, but now Thanksgiving has become kind of the last big hurrah for the real serious campers, the real diehards. So it's very hard to get availability, but we will be at Pinery for that weekend. And then sometime in November or December, weather permitting, we want to do at least one last trip. And those of you that are subscribers to the channel know that we've done winter trips before. Although this camper is not really a winter rig, you can get away with temperatures just a little bit below freezing overnight. As long as it gets above freezing during the afternoon, you've got lots of propane. We've had a great time with that. Nothing really to report in terms of maintenance for the camper. It's been a hot summer, lots of sun, so I probably will get up on the roof soon and just double check all the Dicor. I guess the one thing I could talk about today, which is a little bit frustrating, is for the first time in the 7 years that we've owned this camper, we're having an issue with dirty sensors, tank sensors. Let's flip this thing around and show you what I'm talking about. So normally we would use a product called Super Enzo, Aquatech Super Enzo. It was recommended by the RV dealer where we got the camper. And occasionally after long trips, the gray and black tank might show that there's a little bit of something in there, a little bit of crud on the sensors, but usually when the trailer would sit for a couple of days and things would dry out, they'd reset to 0. So you got your battery, nice full charge, fresh tank is empty, black tank 2/3 full, and gray tank 1/3. Now, the interesting thing with the black is that level has actually gone up, not gone down. Nobody's pooping in the toilet, nobody's using it, but it's gone up. Now, is this a coincidence? I don't think so. We've had a little bit of trouble getting the Aquatech lately. You can order it online, but the price is quite high. So we went to Walmart and we picked up this stuff. It's made by Thetford. And I follow a lot of folks in the UK that do caravanning and camping, and a lot of products over there are made by Thetford. And it's just these bottles of this premix solution that you dump in the tanks. And it's a holding tank treatment. And to be honest, I'm not too impressed with it, because we've used it for a couple of camping trips now. We haven't changed anything else. We do use RV toilet paper. I know there's a lot of folks that say that's a waste of money, but as we do short trips, I want to be absolutely certain the stuff breaks down. We buy Camco's RV toilet paper, and it's perfectly fine. It's not see-through. You don't put your fingers through it. It's great. So I've been doing some reading online, and a whole bunch of people were recommending this stuff. I'm not sponsored by these people. I bought it. It's liquefied. based on some guy, I guess. I've never watched his channel, Matt's RV Reviews, I guess. And they put this together. It's kind of a nifty idea because you kind of burp it and squeeze the bottle to fill up this reservoir. And I think it's about an ounce. Fluid ounce will treat 40 gallons. Each of our holding tanks is only 20, but I might put the full dose just to really give it a boost. And we're going to give it a try and see what happens on the next trip. The other thing I will say that we've kind of done that was a little naughty was that when we would get to the campground, we weren't putting a bunch of water in the system first. Back in the day, especially when we were only camping like weekends, Friday, Saturday, going home Sunday, we would fill this sucker, 5 gallons. We'd fill that up. We'd put the Aquatech Super Enzo enzyme treatment into the toilet and in the gray tank, but in the toilet particularly, we would add almost 5 gallons of water. I've posted this on the channel before, but you know, when it comes to RV toilets, one of the big saving graces is liquid. The more liquid you have, the better the enzymes can work. The more the toilet paper, regardless of what type you choose, is going to break down. And also it's going to break down the solids a little bit better and prevent, you know, a lot of crud building up on things. So, but yeah, that is the worst I have ever seen those sensors. Yes, occasionally in the summer when it's really hot and really gross, I've seen the sensors say like a third full, but usually after a day or two of just sitting around in the driveway or the storage facility where we used to live, the sensors would reset to 0. Never a problem. But the minute we switched to that Campa-Fresh and stopped putting as much water in the system, we started having issues with the sensors. Now, a lot of people will say all those sensors are never reliable, don't rely on them. And we do know that even with our family of 2 adults and 4 children, 3 nights of camping, we never fill the tanks. So even if the sensors are not 100% reliable, I'm very confident that you know, we're not going to have any issues with things overflowing, but it's still frustrating. So anyway, I'll update later on how this liquefied from Matt's RV Reviews works. I'll let you know. I guess I'll hold on to what's left of the Campa-Fresh just in case I run out. But I mean, I don't know for sure it was the Campa-Fresh, but it seems to be a little bit of a coincidence. But yeah, that's about all there is to report right now. It's kind of quiet. Everything else in the rig is great. Looking forward to our next trip and relaxing a little bit, but I'm tired of this heat. It has been a hot summer for southwestern Ontario, so I'll be glad to have some slightly cooler fall days. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so we're going to end here. I'll talk to you later.